Hey guys, this is Gerry O, reporting for Kids First, and today we're reviewing the absolutely phenomenal film Passengers. Not only is this a sci-fi with beautiful cinematography, but it is also a romance that is natural, and also a comedy that is hilarious, and there is something that everybody will love in it. Now, the story takes place on a starship that's going very, very far away from Earth on a colonized alien planet named Homestead 2. And this voyage is going to take a very long time. It's going to take 120 years. So because of that, all the passengers are in this hibernation pods. Pretty much they're asleep and they don't really grow old, which is a good thing. One problem, though, is 30 years later into the trip, one of the passengers named Jim Preston, played by Pratt, he wakes up. Now, this is a major issue because it's 90 years too soon, and he's not going to live another 90 years to be able to go on this planet and do the life he wanted on a different planet. So now this is a major issue, and he's going to try to figure out what's going on. Well, a year goes by, and there's absolutely no progress. He can't figure it out. And then another passenger wakes up named Aurora Lane, played by Jennifer Lawrence. The two of them try to figure it out, try to go back to sleep, but sadly they cannot. And of course they encounter some more difficulties with the ship, but they also start bonding and getting close. Well, the ship's problems are getting even bigger and bigger, and they start to realize that if they don't fix the ship, they can be endangering both themselves and the other 5,000 passengers on the ship. If you want to find out what happens with them, what happens with the passengers, what happens with the ship, you gotta watch the movie. Now, my favorite scene would probably be when they pass very close by a red giant star on the way there. What I really liked about the scene was really just the special effects and how the actors reacted to this, because it was so perfect and so natural. What's going on is that the starship is passing really close by a star to, get to the trajectory it needed to get to the planet. Well, it passes extremely close to that red giant star, and of course the passengers can go see it. Well, the only two passengers awake go and see it, and it is just so very beautiful, but also terrifying because it is a red giant star with flames going like that at your faces. And that makes it both beautiful and scary, and the actors perfectly portray that. And this is one of the few scenes where you completely forget about the story and the romance, and you just concentrate on the special effects, which I absolutely loved. I absolutely love this film. There's just so much great about it. First of all, the special effects are absolutely perfect. I mean, there's just so many great aspects. The ship, the spacesuits, the space around them. Everything was just beautiful and spectacular. And I really have to give kudos to the story because if you think about it, it's a pretty simple plot, and on top of that, you have two characters, you have the same set over and over again because the only set is the ship, and just to think that they made such a fantastic film, such a complex and in-depth film, out of so many few elements is spectacular to think, and really good kudos to the writers to be able to do that. The acting in this film is something else that is worth talking about. It is absolutely perfect. Both Jennifer Lawrence and Pratt are great actors, but when they're together, they're absolutely phenomenal. They play their characters so well, it was so natural, and again, do you remember, they're the only two main characters in this. There are some other things that go on later, I'm not going to spoil it, but for the majority of the film, they're the only two people. Which means it's a lot harder to be able to make a complex story with so many emotions, so many different things happening, with two people, but they perfectly achieve it, which definitely gives kudos to the skills of the actors, and also again to the writers, and everything just floats so well. Now, one thing I did not like about the story was one scene in particular, and just one moment, and that's when they're in a medical room with a medical bed that had options for what you want to do, and it will do it to you using robots. This may seem like a very cool idea, but the problem is there was one option that said stem cell regeneration. This is kind of a huge deal, and it kind of completely kills the conflict of the story. Stem cells, if done with the brain, they will completely make you live forever, theoretically, and it is a pretty proven theory. The biggest thing about this, it has no connection to the story. They don't even mention it. It's just something in the background that completely kills the conflict. Now, this film is rather mature, but it's still good for kids, so I give an age rating of 9 to 18. All parents really have to worry about is maybe some more adult humor, maybe just a slight bit of language, some more gory topics, but that's about it. Really not that much that parents should be worried about it. So yeah, 9 to 18 should be fine. I also give it 4 out of 5 stars because despite it being a fantastic film with visuals, acting, story, all being great, that one scene that kind of killed the conflict was a little disappointing and definitely was a huge fault in the film. If you'd like to see Passengers, and I definitely recommend you do, it comes out in theaters near you December 21st. I'm Gerry O, reporting for Kids First. Bye!